So today we have a suggested video between a comparison between the little Edison and the Lasko 3733. This is not a cool colors. I know they make one in black. This is just a black version of the 3733. Even though we have a white one, I just thought because the Edison has dark blades, it would be neat to do just kind of a comparison of these two. And it's funny behind the camera, the way as we know, these dark blades are kind of translucent. They kind of almost look metal through the camera a little bit, but just that translucent. So I have already written down the specs on the 3733. So we know on low, we look at 0.58 amps, 0.65 on medium, and high 0.76, and then the power factor. So what I want to do is run it through on the meter for the Edison and then just kind of compare. But likely the power factor will be trash on the older ones. It's a less efficient motor. But what I'm really curious is the airflow. Does the little guy have more oomph than the bottom of the wrong Lasko 3733? That's what we're going to find out. So let's start with low on the Edison. It's pretty quiet, which is nice. So we have 123 volts, 0.55 amps. So let's get that down. Break this down, little Edison, and then low, medium, high, and then we said 123, actually now it's at 0.53 amps. And then the power factor is 0.62. And then, so medium. So this does rattle a little bit. 0.66 for the power factor. .69 on the amps for medium. And then let's try for high. So 1.17 amps. And then 0.65 on the power factor. All right. So let's just talk about that for a second. So the Lasko on low uses 0.58 amps. The Edison uses 0.53. Medium, 0.69 for the little Edison. Lasko 0.65. And then on high, this is where the difference is, 1.17 amps for the little Edison, and then just 0.76 amps on the Lasko. Very interesting. So it's comparable, fairly comparable, low and medium, but high, big difference. And then for power factor, we have fairly different. So 0.92 on the Lasko, 0.67 on low for the Edison, 0.66 for medium on the Edison, 0.94 for the Lasko on medium, and then lastly on high for the Lasko, it's 0.98 versus 0.65. So certainly difference there, and I kind of thought that. But that doesn't tell everything. What we want to do next is, let's just do the old, how does it feel, the difference. So low. I think it moves a decent amount of air. I'm going to say the 3733 moves more air on low, but the advantage the 3733 has, it has a bigger space, or whatever, wider view or angle for the air. All right, so let's do medium. Look at that thing vibrate all over the place. I was going to say that Edison was rattling, but like look at that Lasko. And then if you want to see my frustration with this particular fan, go back to the channel and look up the black Lasko 3733. I went through heck to try to balance these blades and ultimately replace it with this one, and it's just a mess. So we'll do medium here. And I do have this angle, so. So it does put out a good stream of air, and I think where ultimately the 3733 is going to get this is because it's smaller. All right, so we'll do high. This throws off a lot of air. So I guess the question should be, we know that the area of air that this puts out is going to be smaller. It's just what it is, right? But it's more so how forceful the air is. You know, it is what it is, right? It's a 3733. I think they're about tied in terms of force of air on high. But that being said, I would take the little guy over a 3733 any day, that's for sure. And we do have a video that we did just on this fan. Certainly go check that out. So let me know in the comment box, what do you think? Maybe you're like, well, I need a bigger fan. I like the 3733. To me, vintage aesthetically and usually reliability, way better. This thing's got to be 40 to 50 years old. Let's see where this thing is in 40 to 50 years and do another test. So if you're looking for longevity, the little guy, reliability, just cool factor, the little guy. But if you really don't care, you're probably going with the 3733, and you be the judge of that. So before we sign off, I'm gonna just leave you with our fans on high in unison, as we like to do. See if they can knock each other off the counter. And if you like videos on fans or fan comparisons, make sure you like, subscribe, and in the comment box, if there's a comparison you want to see, make sure you let me know. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.